Hi, I'm Sergio with Arvig Tech Talk. Today we're going to be talking about some more security things you can do on the internet. In the past we've talked about ways to be safe, but today we're going to look at more specifically when you're buying or using, purchasing or using a credit card online, ways that you can know that you're going to be protected and not, have someone steal your identity or your money or any of your information. So let's look at some different ways you can do that. So there's lots of different websites out there that let you purchase goods online. I'm sure most people have heard of Amazon.com or eBay.com. Even Arvig will let you go ahead and pay your bill online. So how are some different ways that you know you'll be safe when you're going to those websites? Well, one thing is if you look in the corner up here on your address, it says HTTP and then all my address. When you're doing something secure or private online, like paying a bill, when you're on that section of the website, you want to make sure that next to that HTTP that there's an S. The S literally stands for secure and is very important. It means that that information is encrypted. Other things to look out for. When you're on a website, let's go to another one now, like eBay. And let's say I'm bidding on something, whatever I'm buying. You want to make sure that they have some sort of encryption that they're talking about or protection. eBay is very well known for their eBay buyer protection. Ways that if something's you accidentally spend money that you didn't want to, you can get that money back. You also want to know what kind of card you're using. I wouldn't recommend using a debit card to pay your bills online or online at all. A credit card is going to be a better option. Or a service like PayPal where you put money on the website and then it removes it from that website. That way you can't accidentally spend all your money and be bankrupt, which wouldn't be fun for anyone, of course. Other services you want to watch out for are more on a personal level than on a website level. It's important to be very careful and know what you're doing when you're on these websites. A good example, let's say you're on a website or on your email and you get a message that looks like it's from eBay and they say, hey, this is eBay, we forgot your password, we need it again. Now that's just kind of a made-up letter, but maybe it looks very official and they're telling you, we need you to send us your password and your social security number. That's almost always fake. In fact, I'd be willing to say it is always fake. These websites should never be communicating to you, asking you for information you've already given them. Don't trust it. You should be the one opening communication. It's just like in the past when there was telephone scams, they would call you and ask you for this information claiming to be your bank. That's never the case. You should be initiating the conversation, calling them and saying, I'd like to change my password, or my credit card number changed, here's the new one. They shouldn't be asking you for that information. So it's very important to be smart when you're out on the web, just like you would be if you're out in the real world or out shopping. You protect your wallet. In this case, protect your computer. Another topic I want to talk about today is a little shorter and more fun though, and that's going to be Mac versus PC. We've been hearing this argument for years. You've probably seen the fun commercials with the two guys arguing. Really, what's the difference and what's the right choice? I'll give you a spoiler right now, there is no right choice. They both have great things about them, and it's really more about personal preference. Today I happen to have a Macintosh laptop with me, but I've used PC laptops for years and love them. So what are the key differences? Well, Windows or PCs are made generally by Microsoft. Another big difference is they run Windows, which is the software, but the computer itself is built by different companies. You've probably heard of Dell or HP or Lenovo or the hundreds of other ones out there. Macintoshes are hardware and software all built into one by the same company. So what does that mean for you? It tends to mean that Macintosh computers are more expensive. Some will argue that they have a higher quality, and I tend to agree with them. Because they cost more, they use more high quality materials. The hardware and the software is all in conjunction, so they're going to work very well together. What do PCs have advantages towards them? Because they're made in different locations, you have a lot more pricing options. If you want low end or high end, you can spend whatever you like. Because the software works on more than just one computer, your software you could install on one and maybe put it on another, or it's more compatible with lots of different things. To give you a number, in the computer world there's about 90% PCs and less than 10% Macintosh. It's a big difference when you're talking about billions and billions of computers. So once again, you're saying, what do I choose? Well, really the best suggestion I can give you is go to the store and use them both. If you don't own a PC yet, go to the Macintosh store, go to a Best Buy or an Arvig store and check out some PCs and use them and see what they're like. Whichever one you prefer is the one you should go with. Don't let price deter you. If you really, really prefer Macintosh, you should pick it. If you really like the compatibility and the power of Windows, you should pick that one. So thanks for watching, and check us out at one of our Arvig locations, or go to arvig.com. Or why not give us a call at 888-99-ARVIG.